grandchildren, nephews, nieces, or your children. All right, let's get to the main event. Sales webinars. Let's get started with the structure. Well, you got to have a good title so people know they're going to spend their time on something that's worthwhile and they look forward to it with anticipation. It doesn't have to be cute, but it must convince them to take time out of their day. See, unlike podcasts right now, you could be doing something else. I mean, for a webinar, people pretty much have to sit down and concentrate on the screen while listening. You've got to make the title good enough, they will weigh your webinar against all the other things competing for their time. And like I said, it doesn't have to be fancy. Here's one that I just did. Podcasting 901, the fast track to creating, marketing, and monetizing a quality podcast. See, this simple title had about a 60% show-up rate, which is way above average. Show-up rate is the number of people who actually show up live for the webinar as compared to the number of people who registered. So if 100 people registered and 60 showed up, that would be a 60% show-up rate. Average is about 30%. And I consistently get 50 to 70%. And on several occasions, I've got 90%, which is kind of unheard of. The people that actually show up are the most gung-ho on that topic and more likely to buy. So it behooves you to do whatever you can to get them to show up for the live event. Now, one technique I use is to give away valuable digital products for those that show up 5 minutes early. They're not available to those that show up late or don't show up at all and wait for the replay. I've got an entire book on the topic of getting people to show up for webinars, so email me at orders@antion.com if you want to get yourself a copy. I'll send you the link. Okay, now that you've got a good title, then I do a canned introduction. I'm going to do mine for you right now.